These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello, I'm Megan Thompson with your afternoon update from ABC15 Arizona. And the big story is the cleanup underway all across the state after historic storms hit the valley multiple times over the past several days. Just take a look at some of the wild video from the strong storms that hit on Monday. This spot from 40th Street and Chandler. Then Ted sharing this rainfall from the Encanto area. You can see that pool getting quite a bit of water in it there. And a look now at the aftermath in Tempe. We do know a microburst hit and caused quite a bit of damage, forcing dozens of people out of their homes, ripping up trees and knocking out power to thousands of people. Well, today will be the canvass for the CD7 special election. Governor Katie Hobbs will join Secretary of State Adrian Fontes to certify the election from September, which Adelita Grijalva won about 3 weeks ago. However, she still has not been sworn into Congress. Grijalva says she'll be in D.C. today. We'll let you know what we learn from that. And Gilbert's water rates, they are on the discussion board tonight. So many of you reaching out to us, telling us you've seen big jumps in monthly bills after the council approved hikes back in February to fund sewer infrastructure upgrades. Residents plan to gather for tonight's meeting because bills have doubled since that increase, and business owners are seeing triple the costs. We're following up with what we learned from that meeting tonight. Offering help for our military heroes and their families ahead of Veterans Day, our Let ABC 15 Know team is focused on veteran benefits. If you have legal questions, make sure you tune in tomorrow, October 15th from 5 to 7 p.m. Experts from the State Bar of Arizona, they will be in studio ready to take your calls and to offer free legal advice to you. Checking in with the economy now. It's been 6 months since President Donald Trump announced sweeping tariff changes, causing ripple effects across the global economy. And for small business owners, it's been a bumpy ride. Scripps News Group's Holly Furfer reports on how they're feeling now.
Small businesses are often considered the backbone of the American economy. And after several months of tariff whiplash, small business owners report mixed feelings about where things stand.
I don't think we're out of the woods yet.
Ron Kernick owns a coffee shop in Michigan and says he feels the same about the economy as he did when we spoke to him and other small business owners over the summer.
I wouldn't give it, just a feeling of optimism now at this point.
Kernick had to raise his prices earlier this year because of tariffs and worries he might have to again. But other small business owners are more hopeful. 40% of small business owners said the U.S. economy was in good health in the third quarter of the year, up 6 points from Q2. That's according to an index from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. Tom Sullivan is the vice president of small business policy at the Chamber.
If you ask what is the one word to describe it, I'd say resilient.
Sullivan says small business owners have particularly benefited from part of the massive tax and spending law Congress passed earlier this year. That allows business owners to write off certain expenses in a single year. But he also acknowledges tariffs, inflation, and the government shutdown are weighing on business owners.
Those three things do contribute to uncertainty, but small businesses are figuring a way to get through it all.
Katrina Golden owns a baked goods shop in Georgia and is among those trying to figure it out, and says the government could help by passing the Small Business Relief Act.
The Small Business Relief Act, pass it. We can use it.
The legislation was introduced in September and would exempt small businesses from some tariffs. Holly Furfer, Scripps News Group.
Tracking your most accurate forecast on this Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We cannot rule out a morning sprinkle in the valley. Otherwise, starting out mostly sunny with temperatures at 70 degrees at 8 o'clock, clearing out at midday, and then turning breezy this afternoon with gusts in the metro right around 20 to 25 miles per hour. Winds up in the high country will be a tad bit stronger with gusts up to 40 to 50 for areas like Flagstaff and as you head toward Mojave County as well. All under wind advisories as a Pacific storm will impact areas in that part of the state and bring in some drier air and cooler temperatures too eventually. Today, highs will stay in the 50s in Flagstaff, 60s along the rim, with 70s and 80s across the lower deserts from Graham County to Casa Grande, Gila Bend, 84, and in Phoenix, a high today of 83. Your 7-day forecast showing those highs going from the mid-80s today to the upper 70s Wednesday and Thursday with lows around 60. Meanwhile, in the high country, windy today with a slight chance of a shower there in Flagstaff. And then look at those lows starting Thursday morning. They will dip into the 20s with highs the rest of the week in the 50s.
We will have another update for you tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at ABC15.com, or you can download that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.